It's Ramsey Dewey over here at the Animal MMA Gym in Shanghai, China. And we're going to go over some stuff we went over in the MMA class today. Specifically, we're starting with some takedowns. 2 methods to set up a double leg from inside and over under clinch. We each have an underhook and we each have an overhook. One method, I'm going to pull him this way, get him to step that way. And as I do that, he's unbalanced. I grab this and I drive him sideways. Let's do that one more time. I elevate, grab, and I finish from my feet. The second method, I'm going to pull with the underhook, and I'm going to drive, he's going to shoot, and I'm going to put him on the mat. You might notice this time my knee goes to the floor. So I pull and I drive. My shoulder goes into his hip. So the first thing to connect is my shoulder on his hip, not my knee to the floor. If you're banging up your knee, you're doing this wrong. One more time, pull, shoot. And bring your head low so you don't accidentally get hit with the knee right there. Arms over the top so you don't get stuck in a triangle. Let's do that one last time. Okay. Now, the next thing we did is connect this to a guard pass, something really basic. Hands up here, knee up. I'm going to do a cross-side pass. I'm going to punch my fist down here. I'm going to bring this over, reach for an underhook, get my head nice and low, start pulling him up. And I could go to side control, but why not? Do it on arm bar, okay? Let's do that one more time. Let's do it with first the guard pass. Right into side control. Or into an arm bar, okay? Now, 3 very important principles of the guard. There are some excellent videos on the internet with really boring titles like guard retention. But man, if you do not want to get squashed on the bottom, go look up that subject, study it to death. Guard retention. But I'll give you a summary. 3 basic principles. Here, Jen, stand up.
Take it.
So, number 1, keep your knees off the mat. Let's say, Jen, take me down, do the double leg. Right. That's pull, shoot.
Straight out, straight.
All right. Now, come on over here. Look at my knees. He is in a position of dominance right here. He gets these hands up off the mat, puts them on the hips, starts to pass the guard, okay? And he can get one of these knees to the mat. It's going to be easy to pass. Your chin, pass the guard. Right, so he's got his underhook. Yeah, at this point, I'm pretty much stuck there. Well, let's go back. Now, Tien, start to pass the guard. So he's got his knee up, but I've made one subtle and important difference. One slight change right here. I've got this extra frame. I grab my knee right here so it won't go all the way to the mat. I can make some extra frames, but Tien, pass the guard. No, just this little imbalance right here. Here, keep coming, keep passing the guard, keep working. Right. And just holding this frame makes this so much easier to retain my guard. Here, pass again. Right, so I'm keeping my knee off the mat. This is going to make it so much easier to get back up to my feet. Right, here, take me down. Get that double leg. So he shoots. Oh. Right, I keep my knees up off the mat, and this makes it much easier to do one of those technical get-ups. They're always making you drill in jiu-jitsu class, and you may be wondering, how do you actually do that in real life? One more time. Again, keep my knees off the mat, make some frames. Give me pressure, right? Give me pressure. Okay. That's the only way you're going to get up off your feet. Now that's the first principle. Knees off the mat. Principle 2, make the lever shorter. If I give Tien a long lever like this, here, pass my guard, do what you want. Okay, he's going to be able to throw it over here. Where's my knee now? It's on the mat. We already know that's no good. So if I give him a long lever like this, it's easy to control me. It's easy to move me. But what if I pull these levers short and bring the knees over my body? Right? Now, Tien, work to pass the guard, work to control those feet. Now they get much harder to control because they're shorter levers. They're closer to my body. He's trying to move the heavy stuff instead of the light stuff now because I'm now more connected. And principle 3, I'm going to bring one leg a little higher than the other, and I can change that at any time. I can start rotating these feet. Right, 1 foot higher than the other, knees over the body, short levers, knees off the mat. Here, chin, pass. Do what you want. Now there are many ways to get through this guard, right? But if you adhere to these simple principles, now attacking from your guard gets a whole lot easier. Okay? But chin, come on down here. Now, let's say, actually, stand up, stand up. This time, Chen is going to use these 3 principles. He's going to keep his knees off the mat. He's going to keep his knees close to the body. He's going to keep his feet uneven, right? So, I'm going to shoot. And now, really tight. Get your guard good. Right, so I can't really do a cross-side pass. This is now counterproductive. He can up-kick me in the face. Boom. Right. Especially if I'm standing up. If I'm kneeling down, under UFC rules, technically, I'm the down fighter too, so we can't do that. 1 FC, totally fine. If I'm here, boom, knockout, right? But this becomes counterproductive. Okay? So I want to control these feet. I want to bring these in here, put myself into a butterfly guard and bring him up. Now, you're going to have to pay attention to what my arms are doing. Let's look at this one. I'm going to weave this one under here. I'm going to set up a cradle. I don't know if you can see this between the legs. I'm going to reach between his legs and grab on the far side of the thigh. I'm going to reach over the head and I'm going to link these hands into an S grip. Or if I got really long arms, maybe a gable grip, but S is fine. Right. So let's do that again. So I drive into him and I bounce back up. Why don't I just reach? I'll tell you why. If I just reach over here like, Jen, I'm going to grab your head and pull you up. Oh man, he can break my arms a million different ways. So, and that's not all he can do. So I'm going to use an elastic recoil principle to bounce him back up with me. Over, grab, drive to the side. I've got him in a cradle. There are many things you can do in a cradle, but let's just drive him over here, frame on the hip, move to a north-south position. I can even potentially choke him, but let's just skip all the frills, move over to knee mount, and beat him to a TKO finish. So let's do that a couple more times. So he's got his guard up, he's keeping these knees up, he's threatening me with the up kicks, the sweeps, all this other stuff. I'm gonna put myself into his butterfly guard, squeezing my legs together tight so he can't use it. I grab that head, bounce back up, weave into that cradle, grab, move to the side, drive in, frame on the hip, north-south, elbow to knee mount, whatever you want to do from there. Let's do that one last. Actually, Tim, you go ahead and give that a try.
팀은 你来做，你来做完他那个动作。
Alright, so he's standing over. I'm playing smart with my guard, but look, he's giving me downward pressure there. Oh, he's pulling me up. He's making some frames. Lace that leg, right. He's got his grips, using his body weight to bring my head down and hold this tight. No. Right, so I'm kind of stuck here. Now there are ways to get out. Here, hold tight. If you are stuck in a cradle, if you triangle your legs, now instead of just using one, hold tight because I'm going to pull, right? Now I can use 2 legs and my whole body like a deadlift to start breaking that grip to re-guard, okay? But for the most part, this is a pretty strong grip. But one more time here. Pass my guard. Right. So he's got some pressure on there. Okay. He's getting his cradle together. He's using body weight. Right. So if I'm down here and I want out, I want to break this grip, use 2 legs so I get a triangle. I look up, I press down. I'm not out of trouble yet, but it's much easier to fight out of the cradle once you can break that grip. So all that is, triangle, posture like a deadlift. Right here, let's switch one more time. Let's do the whole sequence. So, take down, shoot, right, I'm trying to pass. He gets his guard up, right? So, bring this down, grab that, move to that cradle, draw that hip out here, up here. There we go. Okay, guys, thank you, Tim. Thank you for watching. Now get out there and train.